So criteria for similarity, it's a plural. Criteria, it's a plural form. Criterion singular. So for similarity of triangles, you have the definition. Two triangles are said to be similar. When we say that two triangles are similar, if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So if these two conditions satisfies, means we can call them as similar triangles. Suppose if I consider two triangles, say ABC and DF are the two triangles. So if angle A corresponds to angle D, if angle A is equal to D, angle B is equal to angle E, and C is equal to angle F, C and F are equal. The corresponding angles are equal. Then the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. AB divided by DE, BC by EF, and then AC by DF. So if the corresponding sides are in the same ratio, see there are totally two conditions it should satisfy. So first one, corresponding three angles should be equal. Three pairs of angles should be equal and the three pairs of sides should be in the same ratio. Totally 6 relations here. We have equality relations here with reference to the angles and with reference to the sides. All these satisfied, then we can call them as similar triangles. So now, as you know, for checking the similarity of triangles, we need to check the equality relations of their corresponding parts. Equality relations of their corresponding parts. What are the corresponding parts? So for A it is D. First one angle D. B it is E. C it is equal to F. Three angles. Corresponding sides AB and DE, BC and DF, AC and DF. They are called as corresponding part. We need to check the equality relations. We need to check the equality relations of their corresponding parts. Okay, so here what are the corresponding parts? Three pairs of corresponding angles and then three pairs of corresponding sides ratio. These total 6 parts we have to verify whether all the three pairs of angles are equal, whether all the three pairs of sides are in the same ratio. So 6 parts we need to check for this similarity, for checking the similarity of triangles. If I ask check whether the triangles are similar or not, you need to check the 6 pairs of equality relations. First 3 related to the angles, second 3 related to the corresponding sides ratio. Is it clear? So now, but there is, if you follow some criteria you follow just like we followed in the congruence criteria, SAS, ASA, RHS, SSS, congruence criteria. Similarly, here also we can follow some criteria to show that the triangles are similar. So involving the relationship between the less number of corresponding parts. We take only the less number, minimum number of corresponding parts. There is no need to check both, say 3 plus 3, total 6 pairs corresponding parts are there. So there is no need to check all the 6 pairs here. So we can check the minimum number involving the less number. Say there is a minimum number of corresponding parts involving the relationship between the less number of parts of this triangles. So that is called as criteria. We will learn in detail what are the criteria here. So here, let us perform an activity first. To go to the first criteria, to learn the first criteria, we will take up an activity here. We have an activity here. Look at this activity. What is that activity? You can do the construction and verify here. What is that activity? Let me say. So now draw 2 line segments of different lengths. You can draw 2 line segments. So let me draw 2 line segments here. One is BC of different lengths. They are telling different lengths. So I will take BC. Another one EF. So both are of different length. We have taken both the line segments of different length. Maybe you can take 3 cm and this one you can take 5 cm. Anything, but it should be of different length, not of same length. Now, first step over. Draw line segments of different lengths, that is BC and EF we have drawn. Now construct angle 60 degree and 40 degree at the end points. 60 degree and 40 degree. You need to construct using the instrument parts. Here we are drawing the rough diagram, so you can construct on 60 degree angle like this. So here it should be 60 degree. Same way you have to do at E also. So you can draw a line like this with the 60 degree angles. So we constructed 60 degree angles at B and E. Then another angle 40 degree. So let us make a 40 degree angle here. So less than 60 degree. Let us take this is 40 degree. Assume that it is 40 degree. So here also you can make another angle which is degree in measurement. So this is 40 degree. So we constructed 60 degree and 40 degree angles at the end points of the BC and EF here. Now these are intersecting at A and another one is at D. So they are intersecting at A and D. Now my question is, if you check whether about this angle, what about the measurement of this angle? You know that angle-sum property of the triangle. Angle-sum property of the triangle says the sum of three angles is equal to 180 degree. Since you have already two angles equal 60, 60, 40, 40, already sum of these two is 100 degree, then it must be 80 degree. Automatically the third angle becomes same. Look at this, we got three angles are equal. By constructing two angles equal, we made three angles of these two triangles are equal here. So once you do like this and find out the ratio of this one. So BC by EF. BC by EF you are having 3 by 5. And you check the other sides. So ratio. A will get AB by DE, which is equal to AC by DF. So you are taking the ratio AB by DE, AC by DF, it will be equal to BC by EF only. All the three sides will be in the same ratio. So this will be automatically, it will satisfy. You can do it as an activity. So using instrument box, you can construct the triangles with the given data. Line segments length is given, angles to angles are given, construct the triangles and observe that, find out the ratio of the sides here. You have taken all the three angles of one triangle are equal to three angles of another triangle, and now you find out the ratio of the three pairs of sides. Automatically three pairs of sides are, ratios will be equal. So you got first condition, angles equal. Second condition, sides are in the same ratio. Directly you can conclude triangle ABC will be similar to triangle DEF. We can call this as similarity. This is the symbol we use to represent the similarity. ABC similar to DF. This is the symbol we are using. Suppose two triangles are similar, we write like this. ABC similar to DF. Can you write, instead of writing this ABC similar to DF, can I write like this? Triangle FED. Can I write like this? ABC similar to FED. Is it possible to write like this? No. So because it should be in the same order. How you are writing ABC, the corresponding part should be in the same order. For A, triangle, it is triangle A. What is the corresponding part here? Corresponding vertex, it should be D. In triangle, first triangle A, in second triangle it is D. In first triangle it is B, here it is E. And here it is C, here it should be F. So then only you can write like this. So corresponding parts should be in the same order. You have to write in the same order. A corresponds to D, B corresponds to E, C corresponds to F. You cannot write as you like. So keep in mind, and by looking this itself you can find out the corresponding sides also, corresponding angles also. Once if you write like this, you should be able to find out what are the corresponding sides and the corresponding angles. Now if I ask you what is the corresponding side of AB, here first two letters, and here first two letters D. For AB it should be D. Look at the letters here, AB and D. Directly you can find out the corresponding side here. For BC, what is the corresponding side for BC means? You can write EF. EF is the corresponding side. For A and C, for AC, first and last letter. Here you take first and last. AC, here it is DF. So using these symbols, you can able to find out the corresponding angles as well as the corresponding sides. If you write properly, if you write like this, then everything becomes wrong. So while writing the similarity, you should keep in mind the corresponding part should be in the same order. Vertices should be in the same order. So and the similarity symbol I told you, this is the similarity symbol. Two triangles are called similar. If you use this symbol, it is called a similar. What is the symbol for congruence? Like this, then below you have to write like this, isn't it? So equality over that similarity sign. Then it gives you the congruency. So this is only for similarity of two triangles. Okay. So now you understood, if the three angles of one triangle are equal, then automatically the corresponding sides will be in the same ratio. we took construction, we did the construction like this part. We made the three angles of one triangle are equal to three angles of another triangle. Then if you verify, automatically the corresponding sides will be the same ratio. You take this and you will get this. Then you can conclude this one. So now we can make a theorem and prove this one in the form of theorem. But the proof is not important from the examination point of view, but let us prove this. Let us prove this systematically. This is the statement of the theorem. So based on the previous activity, we come to a conclusion like this. If in two triangles, we have taken ABC and DF. Two triangles ABC and DF. Corresponding angles are equal. So we have taken corresponding angles are equal. This is the data they are given. So this is the first part of this statement. In two triangles, the corresponding angles are equal, that is given. Then automatically what happens? Then the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. So you can write here corresponding sides are in the same ratio. This is given, corresponding angles are equal. So then you can write corresponding sides are in the same ratio. And hence the two triangles are similar, same way. If the corresponding angles are equal, the corresponding sides are in the same ratio, and hence you can write the triangles are similar. How we did in this activity, same way we are taken the statement here. So now let us prove this systematically. How to prove this? Let us see. So we have taken two triangles. Let us write in the data that is given. So here given. What is given with reference to the diagram we have to write. In triangle ABC. So in triangle ABC and in triangle DEF, we have two triangles. So in which we have angle A is equal to angle D, corresponding angles are equal. Angle B is equal to angle E, second pair of angles. Angle C is equal to angle F. These are the three corresponding parts that they have given. Corresponding angles are equal, that is given. This much only the data. The next thing is what you have to prove. To prove. So let us write here. To prove that. So to prove, so you can write the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. You can write AB by DE is equal to BC by EF is equal to AC by DF. Corresponding three pairs of corresponding sides AB by DE, BC by EF, AC by DF are in the same ratio. And hence it implies triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF. So after this, first you need to prove this, then you can conclude this one. This is the final conclusion. You have to show that the two triangles are similar. So corresponding angles are given, they are equal. Then you have to prove that the three pairs of corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Then you can conclude both the conditions satisfied, therefore the triangles are similar. For this we need some construction. So let us do some construction here. See what I do. I am going to take points, 2 points on DE and DF. DE and DF. So I will take 2 points, say here I take point P, here I take point Q and join this one. How I am taking? With the condition AP is equal to DP. And then AC is equal to DQ. This is the condition that I have taken. What is the condition? We have selected 2 points P and Q on DE and DF with the condition AB should be equal to DP and AC should be equal to DQ. Only this much. So that is the construction. So let us mark, let us take points P and Q on DE and DF such that, what is the condition? I told such that AB or DP should be equal to AB. DP is equal to AB, first condition, and then DQ should be equal to AC. So this is the data that I have constructed here. Now look at this. We have taken DP is equal to AB, DQ is equal to AC. So let us go to the proof now. So we'll go to proof. first step of the proof. What you have to do? You have to show that the two triangles are congruent now. You have to show that the two triangles are congruent. Which are the two triangles you can show congruent here? So now look at this diagram. You have to show that ABC and DPQ are congruent. You have to show that ABC congruent to DPQ. Can you tell me to show the congruency? You can use SAS, SSS, RHS, ASC also you can use here. So which criteria you can use here to show that ABC congruent to triangle DPQ here? SAS. Let us see now. I will write here in triangle ABC and DPQ. So in triangle ABC and in triangle DPQ. So in these two triangles we have constructed. What is that we have constructed? We have constructed AB is equal to DP. So we have AB is equal to DP. Then angle A is equal to angle D. It is given. Corresponding angles are equal. Given. This is in construction. We have done it in construction. Then another one we have done it in construction. What is that? DQ is equal to AC. Or AC is equal to DQ. AC is equal to DQ. So this is also a construction. Okay. Now therefore, by triangle we can write the triangle ABC congruent to triangle DPQ. So this is by SAS congruency. You can write that the two triangles are congruent by using SAS congruency. Okay. Now, since the triangles are congruent, then you can write the corresponding parts are equal. So that means corresponding angle should be equal. I can write angle A is equal to D. That is already given. Angle A is equal to D. So what else you can write? Angle B will be equal to angle P. Angle B will be equal to angle P. Angle C will be equal to angle Q. These are CPCT. By looking this you can tell the corresponding angles are equal. But look at this. We have proved that angle B is equal to angle P. But in the diagram, look at this. In the diagram, what is that we have taken? Corresponding angles are equal. But angle B will be equal to angle E. I told in the data. Angle B. See, A is equal to D. B is equal to E. C is equal to F. We have written here. A is equal to D. B is equal to E. C is equal to F. In the data, corresponding angles are equal. A is equal to D. B is equal to E. C is equal to F. But we prove that B is equal to P. B is also equal to P. Look at the diagram. We have B is equal to E. We have B is equal to E because corresponding angles are equal. But we prove that P is also equal to P. So what we can write? So B is equal to P. We prove that. But we have angle B is equal to angle E. At the same time, angle C is also equal to angle F. Isn't it? So by this, what you can conclude? See, B is equal to P and B is equal to E. Look at the diagram. B is equal to P, B is equal to P, B is equal to E. The same angle equal to this one and the same angle equal to E. You can conclude that. What you can conclude? So you can conclude. So which implies that B is equal to P, B is equal to E means angle P will be equal to angle E. Angle P will be equal to angle E and also same time angle Q is equal to angle F. Isn't it? So by looking these two, so we compare these two. Then compare these two. Okay, B is equal to P, B is equal to E. C is equal to Q, C is equal to F. Therefore, we can write P is equal to E, Q is equal to F. This is a conclusion. And now look at the diagram. Once again, you go back to the diagram. So B is equal to, see P is equal to E we got. Look at the diagram, what type of angles these two are. Here is the line and these are the two lines. Corresponding angles. We proved that the corresponding angles are equal. So here corresponding angles are equal. B is equal equal to E, angle P is equal to E, corresponding angles. If they are corresponding angles, what you can write? If the corresponding angles are equal, the lines should be parallel. Which are the lines we can show that they are parallel? So you can write like this. These two, PQ parallel to, you can write PQ parallel to EF. Isn't it? PQ parallel to EF. So we can write PQ is parallel to EF. This is very important relation we got. PQ parallel to EF. Since the corresponding angles are equal, we proved that PQ parallel to EF. So in a triangle, if two sides are divided in the same, if a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, then it must divide the other two sides in the same ratio. We have PQ parallel to EF means, PQ parallel to EF means, by Thales theorem, these two sides will be divided in the same ratio. What you can write? dP by PE is equal to, you can write dQ by QF. Isn't it? You can write dP by PE, you can write by Thales theorem, dP by PE is equal to dQ by QF. Isn't it? dP by PE is equal to dQ by PF. But here dP and dQ are equal to dP and dQ. dP is nothing but AB, dQ is nothing but AC. Isn't it? So we can write there, in place of dP as AB, in place of dP you can write, so therefore I will write here AB by PE is equal to this one AC by QF. AC by QF. QF or DF? QF. Okay. AB by PE is equal to, see, similarly, you can go back to this one. Look at the diagram. If these two sides are same, you can write dP by PE also, you can write dP by DE also, you can write corollary. Since these two sides are parallel, I can write dP by PE also. At the same time, I can write dP by DE also. So instead of writing PE, you can write DE also. dP by DE, dP by DE, DF by DQ by DF. You can write there. So instead of PE, so you can write same thing, dP by, instead of PE you can write DE, here DQ by, you can write DF. It is a corollary. Then instead of dP you can write again AB by DE, AB by DE. Here you can write AC by DF. Isn't it? AC by DF. So we proved that two sides are in the same ratio. So look at this. What is that prove that AB by DE is equal to AC by DF. That is what we have proved. So once you draw a parallel line to EF, you can prove AB by DE is equal to AC by DF. Instead of drawing like this, you can draw a line like this. You can prove AB by DE is equal to BC by EF also you can prove. So therefore look at this diagram and observe this conclusion what we got. AB by DE is equal to AC by DF we got. Similarly we can prove AB by DE is equal to, we can prove that BC by EF also. We can prove that instead of constructing a parallel line to BC, you can construct a parallel line to AC. Then you can prove this one. So from these two, you can write all the three sides are in the same ratio. Therefore, AB by DE is equal to BC by EF is equal to AC by DF. AC by DF. So all the three sides are in the same ratio we proved. Hence the triangles are similar. to triangle DEF. So this is a proof. This is a proof. You understood this? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Look at this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Once again I am explaining, listen carefully. A is equal to D, B is equal to E and C is equal to F. These are the three pairs of angles which are equal. Then we have to prove that their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Angles are given equal. You have to show that the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. This you have to prove that. That means corresponding sides AB by DE, BC by EF and AC by DF. So you have to, then you can write ABC similar to DF. We have to show that the corresponding sides are in the same ratio first. For that, let us take 2 points P and Q on DE and DF such that this AB will be equal to this one and AC will be equal to DQ. So that you can prove that triangle ABC congruent to triangle DPQ. You can show that ABC congruent to DPQ. If the triangles are congruent, you can write this triangle is equal to this one. Okay, but already we have B is equal to E. Now we prove that these two angles are equal. Then you can write these two angles are also equal. But these two are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are equal means I can write PQ parallel to EF. PQ is parallel to EF. If PQ is parallel to EF, then you can apply this theorem here in this triangle. What is that? DP by PE is equal to DQ by QF. You can apply. Or otherwise, dP by DE is equal to dQ by DF. You can apply. So you will get this one. dP by DE is equal to dQ by DF. So this you will get in this triangle. But you replace this dP as AB. dP as AB. Here you can write AB. So here it will become AB. And dQ, this side as AC. You change this one as AC because both are equal. What you got now? AB by DE is equal to AC by DF. You got the two sides are in the same ratio. So if you construct a parallel line like this, you are getting AB by DE is equal to AC by DF. Instead of constructing like this, if you construct like this, the parallel line drawn to DF means you will get AB by DE is equal to BC by EF here. If you draw a parallel line instead of like this, if you draw like this and do the same thing, you will get AB by DE is equal to BC by EF. So then all the three sides are in the same ratio. We can prove that AB by DE is equal to AC by DF and it is equal to BC by EF also. Okay, so hence all the three sides are in the same ratio. If the sides are in the same ratio, then you can conclude ABC similar to DF. So this is also called as, once again, this is also called as, I call it as AAA similarity criterion. Similarity criterion. So why it is AAA? Because if I take two triangles ABC, another triangle DEF, if I take two triangles, suppose this is 60 degree and this is 60 degree, this is 40, this is 40. Then this is 80, this is 80. All the three angles of one triangle are equal to three angles of another triangle. Therefore, this is called as AAA similarity. Based on that, you can write the sides are in the same ratio, then the triangles are similar. So if three angles of one triangle are equal to three angles of another triangle, then the two triangles are similar. But it is not necessary to show all the three angles of one triangle are equal to all the three angles of another triangle. Just you show these two angles enough. Just you show this is 60 degree, this is 60 degree, this is 40 degree, this is 40 degree. AA similarity enough. AA similarity. Because automatically the third angle will be equal because of angle sum property of a triangle. Angle sum property says that if two angles of one triangle are equal to two angles of another triangle, then naturally the third angle also will be equal because sum of the three angles measures 180 degree. So therefore, if you show that two angles of this triangle equal to two angles of another triangle, automatically the third angle also will become same. Therefore, it is enough to show that two angles. You can call this as AA similarity. So what is the statement AA similarity? In the two triangles, if two angles of one triangle are respectively equal to two angles of another triangle, then the two triangles are similar. This is called as AAA similarity criterion. So AAA similarity criterion. You can note down the definition statement of the AAA similarity criterion. If two angles of one triangle are respectively equal to two angles of another triangle, then the two triangles are similar. Is it clear?